A warm welcome back to the Western Wilds for episode 34 with me, MrSealyp. I am currently in the Baked Bean. I have leased a Lizard TP10M trailer because I really like this for moving big machinery and equipment around. It's a fantastic trailer, and I've leased the Pons Cobra. I've done that off the back of a few comments and a few messages I received after something I said, was it the last episode or the one before, about the fact I can't cut down any of the larger girth trees. Loads of people messaged me to say they're clearing their map no problem at all, that the Cobra and the Komatsu will cut every tree on the map. And I want to do this, one, to test my sanity. Just realised I have left those on. Turn that off. I haven't actually set this to any particular cut length yet. This is not about proving people right or wrong, it's just mainly testing my sanity. I've also started to put in a bit of landscaping, but I need to purchase the plots of land between here, what I own, and to the main road. I'm going to put a track in so we can come from there. I'm also thinking of putting some signs. There were some signs recently, I think, was it Bear and Papa messaged me. It was one of the days when we had the really hot weather. It might have been the Monday that mods came out. And I didn't do a mod review because it was just ridiculously hot. And there were signs that you can customise. So I might do one here. I might call this Maple Cured Farm or something, just because off the back of that. And then we'll have Home Farm or something for the other one. Just have a couple of different signs, maybe. I might put one over there for our potatoes and grapes. I don't know what I'd put for that. So I've just got to find one of those trees now, though. That's easier said than done. Unless we've got one. Actually, some of these might be as well. I'm just looking at the girth of these. These might be the bigger ones. So what I'll do is I'll grab my regular harvest. I mean, I suppose the easiest thing to do is to do it straight away with this. If it cuts it, no problem. I've done a little bit of landscaping here as well. I thought the pen, being an open pen, was very clinical, and it was rectangular. So I've done a bit of landscaping, added some bushes in, a bit of shade for the pigs as well, just to make it a little bit different, you know. Jazz it up a little bit. So what we'll do is, let's hop in here. I need to do that and that, and then just drop those down. Straps off. Let's hop into this. I need to change the cut length. If it does work, I want to be on the cut length I'm supposed to be on. Let's unfold the tree harvester and back it off. Let's get some lights on. It's not even lunchtime, we're still a little bit dim in the air. What we'll also do is just change our driving position, swing it round, just raise up a little bit. I'll twist that a little bit, which I often do, just makes it a little bit easier for the logs going where I want them to. Start it up, let's go to the tree. So, if you go to here, look, what did that just say? This tree is too thick for this machine. I had so many people come in and message and say I was wrong, and that they've managed to cut down every single tree on the map with these harvesters. That the larger in-game harvesters will cut down. That's what that's saying. This tree is too thick. So I'm baffled. I don't know. The only difference I can think is that the previous version, if you haven't done the update to the map, maybe, but I would imagine people have. So yeah, I just wanted to put it because I know people will have, you know, and usually if it's like one person messages and says, "Oh, I got it to work," there could be a whole host of reasons why. It could be they might be using it could be a modded tree harvester they're using that for some reason works. It could be they haven't updated the map. There could be all sorts of reasons why theirs is working and mine not. But so many people messaged and commented to say the same thing. I thought I've got to try it. I've got to come out, and I'm still getting that message coming up. So I don't know what the difference is. I really don't. I'm sure these 3 or 4 along here are all the same. Yeah, this tree is too thick for this machine. And if I go back up to the harvesters, so that's the Cobra. There's the Komatsu. To be fair, I haven't tried the Rotner, but I can't see why there would be any difference on the heads on them. What we're looking at doesn't actually say, does it? Just the weight of it. horsepower. No, I am baffled, to say the least. So I will take this back now. My harvester will carry on doing what I needed to do, and I've just got these down manually. I honestly don't know what the difference is. I don't know why that would be the case. It's all very weird. Actually, I need to go the other way, don't I? So I will change driving direction. Poultry harvester. Put this back on, take it back. Lights off. Go back to there. Let's do that. Straps. Let's go. Right, so I might do a bit of forestry. I'm trying to think what bits I want to do. I have bought all the pig food over. I did end up, I bought the 71 pallets like I said I was going to. I made 71 grand, I bought 71 pallets. That pig food's all in that silo, all stored. I'm trying to think what else it is I needed to do. There might actually be anything. Oh, I did another load, or another 2 loads of potatoes through the sorter. I might do some more of those. And then hopefully into December our oats and wheats and barley, no, not barley mow, but just the oats and wheat might be ready to harvest. We'll get those done, we'll get some straw sorted. I'll do some more, get some more seed produced through the oats. The wheat will be fine for the chickens, and I think what we'll do is we'll get some flour production underway as well. So I'll probably buy we'll get the flour mill. No, we've got the flour mill. What was I going to get? Oh, the bakery. We're going to sort a bakery out because I've got loads of eggs to deliver, and if we're going to be producing flour, we might as well get that done. Again, I'm not sure how much wheat I'm going to get. It's not going to be a huge amount. And also I'm still considering, off the back of having done the pig food that way, I think I'm going to buy some pallets of corn so I can take them over to my, there's a word, my food production plant. We'll do that. So I'll see you in December, I think. We're in the cold of December. The light's not going to get much higher, and I've got the last of my lime from both lime production places. I left them running a bit longer. I said I was going to stop them. Before, what I thought I'd do, I balanced the water and rock at both so they all ran out at the same time. I've got plenty, and I'm going to show you that in a little while. We've got a lot of kind of tidying up to do. Reorganising of the farm, because I've got stuff all over the place that needs sorting out. I wanted to show you these. I've put these in by the Flying Dutchman. These signs you can do yourself. It depends on whatever the sign number plate is, you know, for the map. You can just have one that's got blank, looks blank lettering, but standard lettering. So this one's Tater Vine, but I might change that actually. I think I'm going to change it to Root Vine. There'll be a reason for that moving forward, because of recent developments and the abilities of the open air gardens. I'm not doing that in this episode, but yeah, watch this space. The one over where we've got the maple syrup production and the pigs, that's now Maple Cure Farm. And then the main farm, I think it's just MrSealyp's farm. I think that's what I put it down as. This lime I'm going to be selling. The trees we planted, all the trees have grown a little bit, not a huge amount. They take, like, is it 2 years? I think it's 2 full years to grow properly. I'm looking forward to when we get a little bit more growth on them. And you've got like sort of nursery-sized trees, I guess. Well, it's not like a nursery is once you plant them, isn't it? But you know what I mean. We've got some more buildings to put today. I've talked about bakery, but I'm going to do dairy today as well. I only say that because I made a tiny error off camera. I was trying to move slurry from the cows and take it over to biogas plant to run, and in doing so I clicked to fill up at slurry, but it actually put a little bit of milk in, so I moved that milk and put it into a silo out the way. And then I thought, oh yeah, I haven't done anything with the milk yet, and I've got all those eggs for the bakery, and you know, at some point fairly soon, and when I say fairly soon, this was like it was it what I said when we rolled into August with a load to do. If we zoom out a bit, you'll now see that we are in December, and my wheat field and my oat field are good to go. As I said, the oats are going to be used for making seed again. The reason for that being because I'm going to do some more open air gardens. And this area I said about, I may probably do it later on, but this patch here that yielded 100,000 litres of potatoes, that section on the end there with the 10 open air gardens has yielded well over 400,000 litres now. I've run a whole load through to get our premium potatoes and seed potatoes, and I've got over to about, I think maybe bang on 200,000 litres sitting in there. So that's working fine. So with the additions to the open air garden now, if you didn't see my mod review, we can do other crop types. So I'm going to do some other crop types and use this plot for a big open air garden area, like a proper market garden. I know we've got a few along here as well that are all running products as well. We'll see. So they're ready to go. But then look at our soybean field. That's going to be next month. Our cotton field next month. Sugarcane looks like next month. And probably one of the quickest I've seen to grow, our sorghum, the mega field. So yeah, we're going to have a fair bit to do. We're going to be busy. So yeah, the seed, I want to run through that seed auger with some seed treatment. Oh, I need to bring that pallet down. I put 50 litres in up at the main store when I released it, and I suppose I should really buy one, thinking about it. I'm not going to get a huge amount of wheat off that field because that's not a full wheat field, but that's more for feeding the chickens. But I do still have 37,000 litres of barley, so I might stick one or more of those through the seed treatment as well. Where am I going? Gone the wrong way. Oh, the other thing as well, I did stick another row of these in. So we've now got 820,000 litres of methane stored. As you saw, I did sell... Did I sell? I sold a load, yeah. This month's gold is all still sat over there. I haven't... yeah, I know. I should have done it. I'm going the wrong way. It's all just sitting on pallets. I'm getting behind with my jobs. I'm getting behind. I'm trying to keep up, but I am falling behind with my jobs on the farm. So let's sell that. You'll see why. I've got so much lime now. I'm never going to use the amount I've got, but I'm probably the same with my fertiliser. I mean, I could if I carried on running this Let's Play for about 10 years, but as it stands at the moment, I haven't sold any ethanol yet. And once my soybean's ready next month, a big chunk of that soybean will be coming here, and we're going to run that through this production as well. One of those new gardens does corn. Now I have got my cornfield growing. I said I needed some corn because I wanted to put some into my food processing facility. That's one of the things I was missing because I used it all and brought it all here. And I can bring some more here to carry on producing ethanol and the byproduct. So that will get chugging away. Once I get chugging away a bit more with that, I think I'm then going to put another pig food production in. Again, I don't have to, because if I do what I did before, take my premium pig food, sell it and buy cheaper or larger quantity pig food, I don't know, there's all different ways around it. So yeah, I've got a whole load of stuff going on. So today we're going to be putting in a dairy, and we're going to be putting in a bakery, but a slightly different bakery. We're going to be putting in a bakery. I've got to work out where I'm going to put it. I might have to remove a few trees. I want to do it here, but I'm not sure how well it's going to fit. But crops are growing well. I've got some deliveries to make. Like I say, I've got stuff all over the place. I've got that little blue, is it the Bremer trailer? The Bremer trailer is sitting with honey pallets and some wool pallets on, so I need to bring those over. My eggs, I need to feed the... Did I feed the chicken? I haven't fed the chickens. Need to feed the chickens. Cows are okay for the time being. I'm also going to move some of my products around because I want to start that building off, the production building that at the moment is doing my silage and stuff. I want to start that producing tail mix ration. Oh, these all had the greenhouse covers on them. Now this is weird. Both those other signs have stayed exactly where I put them. This one hasn't. There you go, MrSealyp. I didn't have enough space for an apostrophe. You can pick them up and move them when you get them. I don't know if it's because there's a trigger maybe or something somewhere. Every time I place this, it keeps twisting round for some reason. Anyway, so I need to feed the chickens. We need to take the honey, take the wool and get that going. Then the eggs, once we get our bakery in, we can do that. I need to get the harvesting going on the wheat and the oats. The straw swaths will be going into that building further up. And you'll see I've been moving stuff around. I've been moving stuff around for the reason that... I don't know why I turned that on. I got that turned off. That's weird. Why have I turned that off? Oh yeah, probably for a thumbnail or something. It happens all the time. So now I'm sitting at 1,490,000. Now I was over 500,000 litres. 500,000. 2 million litres. The gap is 500,000 of grass in here, and I've moved some over to the facility a bit further up from here. My hay and straw is still the same, but silage is building up. Now that one up there hit its limit of 2 million litres. So what I've been doing is moving some out and putting it into other silos, just moving stuff around wherever I could to find space. That's not producing anything anymore, simply because I said I'd kind of hit my limit. If we come to here, click on that. To the right, you'll see we're just under 2 million litres of grass in there. Silage, 1,755,000. Hay's now producing because I've turned off silage production, so I'm only doing grass hay now, and I'm doing silage digestate. So it's still producing digestate. So digestate I'm going to be selling now. I'm not going to be making fertiliser. The reason for that being, if we move up here, just keeping everyone abreast of what's going on. To this silo, lime, 642,063. That's one of my lime storages. Solid fertiliser, 540,000 litres now. Don't need any more solid fertiliser. 399,000 litres of silage in here as well. Still got the sugar beet, seeds, and there's the milk. I said I accidentally put some in, so I've just put it in here for the time being. We'll grab that in a little while. I've got that over here, so we'll get the seed treatment going in a bit. And then we've got the other silo. Well, it's the pallet storage, but it takes everything. Over here, and this one's got the rest of the lime, I think, in it. Yeah, 906,000 litres. I've got more lime than I know what to do with. I might leave the 906,000 in here and sell all the lime that's in that one. Yeah, barley. I've got 41,000 litres of eggs in here. Plus, I think I've got 7 pallets sitting up in there. So, yeah, eggs will be the next thing. But, first things first, I need to get the harvester running. I'll get that running on the wheat field. When I come to next month, when we've got the sorghum field to do, and then we're going to have, obviously, the cotton, we're going to need to lease a cotton harvester. The sugar cane's going to require a different sort of harvester. And the soybean, I'm going to be buying a second harvester. I'm going to get another one of these, I think. That way I can run 2 fields at the same time, and they're the soybean and the sorghum. I mean, that's massive. That's going to take ages. So I'm definitely going to need a second harvester. That will be coming too. I've managed to get by so far because I'm kind of doing so many other jobs in between. It doesn't matter if the harvester runs for a little while. Oh, headers dropped. There we go. I think straw swath is on. Now this one went a little bit wonky. I didn't quite get this straight. So I just come over a little bit. Come on, straw swath. There we go. It's like I say, it's not a massive field, so we're not going to get a huge amount of wheat. With the barley I've got as well, I can decide what I'm going to give to the chickens, how much I'm going to give to the chickens. I think what I'll do is when one of these other big fields is switched over again, I'll put wheat or barley in one of those so we can have a big crop. I just need to keep these things rotating round, you know, so I've always got straw coming at some point. and then what I've got in storage I can string out until I need the next lot, which is what farmers do. You know, you do your season, you do whatever you're going to do with your straw, you get your baling done, you get your mixed ration ready to go, your silage clamps, that runs you through the winter, then everything goes again, and then hopefully everything lasts you through to when the cows can go out into the fields and, you know, whatever animals you've got going out, and then you run through the cycle again. I mean, that's what it's all about. Cows are doing well. We've got a fair bit of manure being produced. Like I say, the slurry I did take up between the two cow barns. I had 43,000 litres of slurry. I probably should have shown that. I do apologise. I should have shown that. Right, hopefully that will now is up and that will carry on going. So that's getting going. We'll see what happens when that fills up. I'm going to take the eggs and... Oh no, you know what I'm going to do? Let's put it in now. Let's get our dairy in. I'm going for the Milmon Dairy. I know they are Milmon Dairies, but this one is a little bit different. We're going to production. So we've got... Oh, those signs, by the way, they're produced by Flying Dutchman. He makes them, custom makes them for us, for anyone who wants them. So Flying Dutchman. And then we've got... I think this was Namog. Namog Mod, I think it was. Where are we? It's a little... There we go. This one here. The Milmon Dairy. This has got quite a good... And it's a standard dairy. I did look at the Butter Company one, just doing butter. But I thought, no, I want the potential to be able to do cheese and chocolate as well. But I think with this one, it's got quite a good production speed. What I want to do, though, I want to spin this round so that the production's kind of... Do I want it at a jaunty angle? Maybe. Yeah, I don't want everything kind of perpendicular. It's going to look a bit odd sometimes. So we just stick it in there. 62 grand. Boom. On-site dairy. I'll do a little bit of landscaping around it. We'll get some trackways put in and stuff like that. So our milk will be able to come into here and we can get that producing straight away. We can get our butter on the go. That's great. Our bakery, though, that's going to be further up the hill. We're going to get that done over there. So I need to get the milk moved into here. Yeah, so it's a lot of moving things around, but we are getting the harvest done too. Right, that's that put in, which is what I wanted to do. Obviously, then we're going to have to redo all the fields again. Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. I know not everyone's bothered, but I do get asked where I'm looking with regard to time-wise and whatever. Oh, 221 hours. We're putting in some hours behind the scenes still, which is kind of what we should be doing. I think I might have put in another couple of these. Oh, yeah, sorry. When did I do that? We were on that one, weren't we? Yeah, that's why our honey production's going really, really well. That's almost a full. So I take that as almost a full pallet. I think I will. Let's take that. Drop it down there. I know I've got the one that... Well, it doesn't pick it up automatically. Again, that's another one of those weird ones. I had a load of people, like a little bit like the log thing, the tree cutting. I had loads of people messaging me saying, this one, it will pick up your eggs, it will pick up your honey, it will pick up whatever from wherever it is. I can't get that to do that. I'm having to put it into a silo, then it'll empty from the silo, or fill up from the silo, whichever you want to look at it, it'll empty the silo. But I had this over here, so I thought I'll just sling all the pallets on and we'll take it like that. So we'll get that going. Let's take these over. While we're over there, we'll have a look at our capacities. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just stocking everything up. We've got so much stuff now with loads of stock, as you've seen now with the silage and the lime and, you know, all those processes I've had running over the months. And I'm building up far more than I'm using, which is great. That's where you want to be. If you're not producing enough for what you're using, then that's when you have to buy stuff in. And I always said right from the start we wanted to try and get self-sufficient, and that's kind of where we're aiming for. And I want to, when the soybean's ready, take soybean over to the ethanol plant, because the soybean is what does the diesel. There is that new one that came out yesterday as well. Just throwing it in there, just talking about stuff we've been doing, and that's free diesel, or free fuel, should I say. You buy the tank outright, which has got a very high purchase price, but then everything after that is free. You don't have to pay for, like, like a water point, but a little bit more expensive, which is pretty cool if you want to stump up the upfront cost. And if you're going to use the fuel, fantastic. But then I suppose there's that thing of, yeah, I mean, if you're going to sell fuel, if you want to be a bit of a tanker driver and take fuel around and sell it, I mean, I've done it on various maps. Spectacle Island was one of the ones you could do it on, and Sussex Farms you could. So maybe once a month you just go off and you do a run round and sell a tanker full of diesel. You know, once you've done that, you're going to make that money back in absolutely no time. So let's get the wool in here. No, honey's not accepted here, but the wool should be. Now, question is that still producing? Let's double check that. Yeah. Fabric wool on. We've got some more. So I think that's, I mean, it seems quite slow actually. I know it was slow before. Is our production over here? How are we looking? Yeah, we've gone through like probably on 96 litres of clothes, and we've been through about, was it 2 months since I first put, so that seems incredibly slow. Well, that says cycles per month 1080. I know it's a 2-to-1 ratio, so I'm losing fabric. Just wondering if I put the wrong one in. That's a standard one though, isn't it? I don't know, regardless. We'll get close at some point. It's just a lot slower than I thought it was going to be. There's our honey. Go to this door. So, how are we looking? 24,774 litres of honey, 24,078 litres of raisins, 29,000 litres of oats. The corn, we won't talk about that. 46,000 litres of tomatoes, 23 of lettuce, 6,000 of olive oil, 35,000 litres of potatoes, and 24,000 litres of sunflower oil. So everything that can distribute is still distributing, which is great. So it is still just that, yeah, the corn and sugar that we're missing. But we'll be getting that at some point. And then once we've got all the things we need, that requires the corn we haven't got. That requires sugar we haven't got. That one we could go straight away. We could do some salad and crisps. We know already we have done some crisp pallets, so we know we can do crisps. We can probably do some salad. I suppose I could set some of that off now because that doesn't need. Yeah, those two. Oh yeah, I suppose it uses tomatoes, but not a huge amount. Let's get some. Let's make some salad. Why not? Haven't done that before. No, we don't want a huge amount, but I'm just curious to see. Let's get a salad pallet made. Why not? You know what I think I might do? I think I might leave this here to pick up the salad pallet, and we can then take it to tell it when we're good to go. While we're here then, industrial. Let's go industrial. I'm going to do a bakery, but we're going for an industrial bakery. This one, I think, has got quite a fast production speed, but I'm looking at my space I've got here. I'm wondering whether I need to clear some more trees to fit it in. Mind you, it might fit in this gap here. Again, we might have to go for a slightly jaunty angle. I'm not sure, actually. The problem with the sunlight, we've gone 9 o'clock in the morning, but it's just not coming very high up in the sky, so it doesn't clear the treetops. So, also under production, we're going this way, are we? Where is it? There we go. Industrial bakery, 90 grand. It's 27 slots, and it's not one that does any fancy whiz-bangy extra stuff, but we can bring our eggs here, and we get the flour going, we can bring a bit of milk here, butter we're going to get going now, we have got strawberries, and then the sugar when that's ready. So we can do bread once we've got the flour going, which we're going to get going once we finish doing our harvesting, so it all kind of fits in. I might need to move back a little bit actually. How big is it? Oh, it's not too big. I thought it'd be much bigger than that. Oh, this will probably fit in here perfectly, wouldn't it? Oh, you know what I need to do? To every single time. I didn't really look with the other one because I had a bit more space, but what we'll do is put that on so we can see production. Where are our triggers for this? Looks like it's all around that side. So we can fit it pretty much like we've done before under the cables. Stick it about there, shall we? Let's get our industrial bakery in. Boom. Again, a bit of landscaping required. So this one, we're going to click on here. So this is has been built for us by Dogface. What we're looking at, yeah, 10,800. So 2 to 1 for the bread, and obviously the cake requires all those things. That's 960 cycles per month. So pretty good cycles per month. We can get some bread going as well, which means now I've got somewhere to bring my eggs, because I've got so many eggs, they're piling up. They need to go somewhere. And then obviously once the butter's produced, that can come here. So we're carrying on those production chains moving forward. If you're watching, Wombleway, and Womble Chick. Oh, that word. Anyway, so yeah, I'll do a little bit of landscaping off camera. We'll get that sorted out. Let's get that turned back off again. Let's get back to our harvest situation. So, 2 new facilities in. I've got to walk back now. I could drive this, but I don't need to. Not at the moment. I can't believe how much this has changed. I know I say it every time we kind of come around. I need to put something in the middle, really. Or do I? Well, probably. We've got the tailors there. We'll see about something. The maple syrup, those first couple of pallets I bought, I didn't bring here, and I should have done. If I do any more pallet-wise, that's where I put in the sell point for that. And then people can come off the road to the industrial park, and they can buy their maple syrup as they go. But yeah, this is... Oh, it's looking great. Let's get back to our harvesting. Oh no, hang on, I need to bring the eggs, don't I? So rather than wait, oh, ignore me. Rather than wait for a pallet, mind you, by the time we get back, there's probably already a pallet there. I've done it again. Hang on. That'll work better. Right. Just the time. If you hadn't noticed, it's fine. There was nothing to see. It's all good. Salad 199, yeah, 200. That's going to be a full box in that time. So what we'll do, we'll go and get the eggs. I'm probably going to throw the ones that are up at the chickens at the moment onto this, but I'll use the other trailer and fill it up. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'll show you what I mean. Like I say, again, just the people that have mentioned or had mentioned that the other one will pick them up. Again, I don't know whether it's something I'm doing wrong, but I can't get it to work. Thank you to Hydra. Hydra messaged me, if you watched the mod review yesterday, I did about the balers, and I said about the largest... I mean, to be fair, I did say in the mod review, the larger size bales wouldn't wrap. But you have to come down. I was on the 180s on the round bales. I haven't done a lot of bale wrapping, in all honesty, on FS22 since the new game came out, other than the initial... look at bales, but it's the 120s and the 150s that will wrap. So with that new bale mod, you can get much larger capacities, but it won't wrap the 180s. It will do the 150s, the 120s, and the 150s. I dropped it down from a 184, I think, to a 183, and it still wouldn't work. That's because it was still on the 180s. It needs to be a 150 or 120. So yeah, we've got eggs to move, milk to move, digestate to sell. Oh, is that full already? Blimey, that didn't hang about. Right, let's turn the engine off on that. I will swap over to that in a moment. Let's take this over and unload. Did I leave the engine running? I'm terrible. That's pretty good though, that we've got, no, we're not going to get over 100,000 litres off this field, but to get 29,000 litres in those few strips, that seems to be doing better than my first fields did. Plenty of straw though, I'm sorry about that. So by the end of the episode, I'm hoping to have all the stuff sorted out, milk delivered to there, eggs delivered up to the bakery, and I want to get some total mix ration underway in that production building. We'll get that chugging away as well, so I don't have to worry about total mix ration moving forward. I still have got those hay bales. Got hay bales over there. I'm still going to make total mix ration out of my other silo, but the main silo, so the main silo, yeah, the other one. My olive trees, I was thinking about putting some more olive trees in. I might do that as well. They're working really, really well. I've got plenty of space down that side, so I could put some more in. This all just seems to be working, you know. So anyway, I'll let this unload, get this going again, and then I might end up. I'm just thinking I might end up doing my seed production off camera, because you've seen me do it before. But I want to get these done, and then what I'll do is I'll collect the straw up off camera, because I've got straw in the silo, so I can get that chugging away. I just didn't want to use the straw reserves I've had that I'm using for bedding and using for total mixed ration production. I didn't want to use it all up and set it making total mixed ration until I had more stock of straw to put in there. So now I can put this in there. I know I'll have plenty to run through. I don't know how much total mixed ration I'll make. I'm not going to go mad, but we'll make sure we've got a load in there. Right then, let's check this out. I've just realised how much time I've been just chatting for and showing you stuff. So, what's that? Harvest is going to be full again. Oh, not quite. That's good. So, now this, it says you can lift. Actually, we'll open that up. Let's put that back on and that on. So you can lower trailer. There's nothing to open doors, so if I lower it, it says it's lowered. I don't know if that's going to make any difference. Let's open this up. Doing well. We've got 2,578 chickens in here, and I do need to put some feed in. Oh, they are on. Oh, I left the lights on. I should be fair, through these winter months, I should probably do put in a solar panel or a wind turbine or something, really, shouldn't I? We should look at some, if we want to go self-sufficient power-wise as well, we should probably do that too. I've picked a tractor with joules, that's brilliant. But if we go for our egg boxes, and I now press, well, nothing's coming up saying to refill. I'm pressing L3, nothing's happening. I'm getting no option to fill up. And I had numerous people message me. Now, there are two of these. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. There are a couple of these. This one's by Tana, and it comes with that pallet storage building. So this one here, look, pallet storage, that's the product transporter. Then there's the large one. But there's also this one on the end. Now that was it Shabba? The trailer 3018 auto load. I suppose I could try one of those instead. That might make my life a little bit easier, but I don't know if that will pick up from the other silo. You know, I could lease one and try it, couldn't I? Don't have to go mad. Which wheels do I like? Yeah, we'll go with those. Main colour, it's got to be green, hasn't it? Rim colour will leave, license plate none. Let's lease that. It's only 13 grand to buy one, but if it doesn't work, okay, what I'll do, I'm trying to get this wasting time. I need to get. Actually, I don't know whether or not to put normal tyres on this, or I have to leave the joules on it. Harvest is still going. That's great. I'm going to whiz over and grab that, bring it back, and we'll give it a go. If that works better than this one does, we'll switch them out. I have no problem with switching them out at all. Just thinking, what can I do while I'm doing that? Let's deliver some milk. This is a massive tanker, actually. I mean, it's probably a bit excessive for the amount of milk I've got, but it will still do the job. And then what I can also do is take the digestate I've got here, the digestate, the biogas plant. We can go and take that and sell that at Missy B Slurry Yard, which I think we've only done once, haven't we? So what I need to do is open that up. Probably shouldn't open it up until I get there. Keep it sterile. So, milk. The huge quantities I have there. Now, isn't it weird? That field it was about a third of the field we'd done, because you can see where the pickup is. That was 29,000 litres. It's now done a massive amount of that field and hasn't filled up. I don't understand that. That's why I always get, it kind of throws me off a little bit with what I'm going to get. You think, oh yeah, that's great, and you can kind of extrapolate with the rest of the field left what you're going to get, and it's done so much more and not filled and not filled up. Yes, I'll empty that in a minute. Just to teach me a lesson. Let's get the lights on here so we can see what we're doing. So we want here, I think. Open that. Start filling. Not sure how much milk we've got here. Actually, we've got a fair bit. That's a lot more milk than I thought we had. Oh, that's cool. Oh, we'll get loads of butter. That's... whoa, okay. I suppose... you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do one load of milk here to the dairy and take one load over to the bakery. Because I'll be mad not to. Butter me up. Oh no, that sounded terrible. No. No, not in that, not like that. That's just wrong. So what we can do now, let's get our butter production underway, shall we? Oh yeah, notice I've done a bit of landscaping, a bit of tidying up and stuff. Let's get that going. Butter. Boom. Now, do I want my butter to be distributing? Or do I want pallets of it? For the time being, I want pallets of it. I want to, yeah. I've done it with pretty much every single one I've done. I like to, at least with the production when I first do it, I want to see the pallets. I want to see what we're producing. And then once you've done a few and you think, okay, I've stuck this onto a trailer, we can take them off, then you can set it onto distributing. Now, I've got to make sure this fills up the right thing. Yes, milk, brilliant. This won't have as much milk in it, I don't think, because this was the second lot of cows we did. Yeah, so that's got far less milk, but I'll take that over to the bakery and we'll get that delivered. Okay, so that's the milk done. Another tick off the list. What I will do is I will go and drop the milk off at the bakery, and then I'm going to whiz over to the biogas plant. I'll wash it out first, of course. Go to the biogas plant, grab the digestate, bring that back. Yeah, and we'll get out of the trailer, we'll get that sorted, empty the harvester, then we'll get onto the oats. I'm getting all the jobs done I wanted to get done. That's the main thing. Our grass is regrowing again, everything's ticking over. I know someone did message me and say, you know, I said in the video the other day about, I left the thing open again, didn't I? Bakery did. Oh, there you go. So unload that. So when I said about all the stuff I've got stored in all these productions, because when you think about it, all the productions I kind of rack everything up ready to go. So all of these, I say all of them, not all of them, that's got over 1 million litres of wood chips, 920,000 litres of water and glue in there. That one's got, wherever it was I put in this one. Oh, actually, that's not too bad because that runs off that one. That one's got a huge amount of lumber in it, ready to go. What we're up to, nearly 900,000 litres. The carpentry's got a load in it. As you saw, our food production's got a load in it. If I ran all that stuff through, if I ran them all through till they were empty, how much money could I make? And someone said, oh, you should do that. No, don't put that idea in my head, because you know what I'm like and I'll do it. And there'll be another 50 hours of gameplay. Oh, there we go. That's our salad. It's a bit more underwhelming than I thought it would be, but home salads. We've got another one just about to spawn. When the second one spawns, I'll switch it off. We've got a couple of pallets, but we know we can do salad as well. and it is running. Brilliant. And with this though, once that's all good to go, I could run all those productions until everything ran out and put it all onto selling. I mean, that's kind of the point really, isn't it? Turn that one more. Boom. There we go. So, let's turn that off. We have 2 pallets of salad we can sell. Awesome. So much going on in this episode. Let's close those off. I've got the other trailer. If it works, I'll buy one. This one you can lower and you can open the doors, and I've also taken the twins off the Kubota, as you can probably see. I probably could put these outside actually. So what we can do is lower trailer, open door. As far as I understood, stuff that came from the animals wouldn't load. It is. Right, so maybe that's the one people are confusing it with. They're thinking the one that I've got from over Tana is this one. It's just whether or not this one will load from the pallet storage. If it does, brilliant, I'll swap it out. So this one does honey as well, then we're golden. Do you know what I'll do? Which will probably be easier. Let's put that there. Taking a lot of time doing this, but just wanted to make sure. Will I do a drop on the floor? Yep. Cool. So if it won't be full to 20,000 litres, so I'll be able to take this one over and we'll see whether or not it will take it from the pallet storage. If it does, I'll just swap out the trailers. And to be fair, if it does, thank you to everyone that comment, that message to say about it, because I probably wouldn't have looked at it again. This will make life a lot easier. And I'd used this one originally, but I thought I'd tested it, and I could have sworn that it wouldn't work with one or the other, and that's why I didn't bother moving forward. I thought. Let's close those. I think we're almost done. If not, we are done on the wheat field. I have decided I'm going to feed the chickens. I'm going to run the barley through the seed treatment auger. The sorghum is what I'm going to turn into flour. So in January, once our sorghum's good to go, I'm going to do that. So now the big thing is this going to collect from pallet storage? If it does, brilliant. Although we've got 40,000 litres onto a couple of runs. Start filling. Okay. That one, that gets the big custard pie. That's going. This one's in. Right, I'm going to take these over to the bakery. So our eggs are going, and I'll do a couple of runs on that. That I'll do off camera, because it needs to be done. We have got the bakery there now. Butter production, I didn't even think about. How's that running? Oh, it's doing right. So let's empty the harvester, get the harvester over to the oat field. We can get that going on the oat field. I can then go straight from there, feed the chickens, and then put the rest into storage. Yeah, so I think I'll leave the wheat for the chickens, because we're going to need a fair amount, because once we get up to a full, once that hits 5,000 litres, they're going to be getting through about, I'm sure it's about 20,000 litres a day, it's a day a month. It's a huge amount. Let's just open that up, get the last 9,000 litres of that out. I think what I'll do as I go through, I'm probably going to set the top. I said by the end of the episode I want to get Toll Mix ration going. I know I've got the straw here, I know I've got all the stuff in there, I'm producing hay in there as well. So what I'll probably do, oh no, did I put that to the back of the thing? Doesn't matter if I did. I'll probably set that up and running, so we'll do that on the way through. Then it's the harvesting. Just wanted to make sure all the things that were kind of loose ends, I've got odds and ends in that pallet storage. I've got a little bit of grass in there, a little bit of straw in there. That can all be moved into other silos that are going to be producing stuff. Then off camera I'll probably sell some of that lime as well. I mean, I've got some massive fields, but then again I can just, if I run out, I can always just set my lime productions off running again, can't I? not too much of a problem. Now, have I left myself enough space to get through here to the oat field? I think I probably have. Should really have a trailer for this, but we've got plenty of room, he says. Don't really want to go through the sheep field. So what we're going to do now, this one that's been running my silage, doing hay, doing all sorts of stuff. Let's click on that. So we go down total mixed rations. I know I showed these before, but I hadn't actually done anything before. But I have got my hay, got my silage, and we have got some straw. So yeah, the straw off the fields will come into here as well. I don't want to do that recipe because I'm using straw to pad mine out. So that means I'm using less of the silage, less of the hay, which for me personally I think is a more valuable commodity because it requires more processing, whereas the straw just comes out the back of a harvester. So I just feel that I'd rather do that one. So now, if we go over to this side and scroll down, we can see the total mixed ration that I'd made myself is sitting in there. That should start to increase as well. So then my total mixed ration, moving forward, I shouldn't have to worry. If I hit a point I'm running out of any of the items, where the straw starts to run out or whatever, I'll just stop that. I want to make sure I've got enough straw for bedding because I've got the pigs now as well, so the pigs and the cows. So we've got the total mixed ration now is up and running. That should be plodding through here. Now, that's not to say that I don't make it manually. You've already seen me make it manually. I have no problem making it manually. I have no problem making it with bales. I have no problem making it with bales and loose product. I have no problem making it with just loose product. And I have absolutely no problem at all having a factory that makes it for me. Why wouldn't you? Right then, there may be a bit of a jump now. I'm in exactly the wrong place, really. I couldn't understand how I ended up with a gap up here where I missed some. There was a little bit, somehow the seeder had obviously done a turn and it just left a little gouge, but I've got room up here. I've said that before up here with these trees. I've got a bit of room up here. I could put in something if I wanted to. But I think I might just leave it at the moment for grass, because all this stuff around here I can come and cut this whenever I want as well. Which is all wonderful. Let's get the oats done. Right, that's going back to the wheat. Let's feed these chickens. Put the rest in storage. Actually, while that's doing the oat harvest, I might get the barley processing through the seed treatment now, actually, and then I have to whiz up and get some more seed treatment because I think I only got one pallet. So that's check. Dairy, bakery, eggs, milk. Total mixed rations underway. Wheat field harvested. Oat field being harvested. It's a busy old morning. Is that it? Yep, looks like it. Awesome. Put the rest into storage, and then I'll get the barley out, take that over, and I'll get the seed treatment processing. Then I say off camera, I'll collect the straw. I haven't decided. I might put, it's because the sorghum seemed to go really quickly. I might put sorghum in this again. Sorghum in this, I might do. And get rid of that trailer. So if you didn't see me doing the seed treatment, I'll get a little bit of that running now. I think that's probably where I'm... Is that where I'm going to end? Oh, I've left the harvester doing the end. Sorry. So we want the barley. Okay then. Oh, no. I'll hook that back up. Oh, that's great. Shove that out of there. There we go. trailer into position in just a moment. Let's put the barley in. Oat harvesting is going brilliantly. Awesome. And that, let's tie it up. To about there. It's raised, isn't it? It was raised. I've got 50 litres in. I'm going to have to go and grab some more. Definitely, because if I'm going to put the rest of this barley through and all the oats I'm producing. So let's put that. A bit better an angle. There we go. Engine off. Back into that. Click on that. Barley in. Seed out. And I say that's going to help moving forward, because if we do put more open air gardens in, I need seed for those as well as our seeding, because obviously now we're going through another harvest phase. And then into December, into January, we've got a load more harvesting to do, including potentially that massive sorghum field. I'm going to need a load more seed. So I'm going to run through a load of this and we'll see what we end up with. What you put in, you always get way more out. And I did find, and I said this last time I did it, that for me, the oats produced far more seed than any of the other ones did. So I put, was it 47,000 litres in there, didn't I, of barley. We've already got knocking on 2,000 litres and it's chugging away. So all good. That's where I think we're going to end. Yeah, we've got a fair bit done. I've got a lot of stuff moved. That's now the total mix ration should be producing. Total mix ration 157,000 litres, so that's chugging away. We're producing total mix ration. Harvest done on that field. Harvest almost completed on that field. I'll collect the straw. I'll take the eggs to the bakery. January, when we move into January, there'll be all of this to do. I don't know what I'm going to go with first. I might leave the mega field to the last job I do. I don't know. And obviously, then these fields, once the straw's off, I've got to be prepped, and I've got to decide what I'm going to put back in them, because I'm not sure at the moment actually what I'm going to put in them. Anyway, we'll have a quick wander through the sheep. And like I say, January we're going to buy a second one of those as well. So we've got plenty of machinery to run the fields, plus we're going to get some sugarcane harvesting, and obviously there's going to be the cotton harvester, so we're going to have some different machinery we haven't used for a bit. Awesome! I'm going to get back to that in a moment. So I've got a few jobs to do, as you can imagine, as I always have. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, as always, thanks for watching.